damn it. Still, breathing okay, not bleeding out. Help. Help would come. But would it come in time? What about the Munchkin and her mom? Were they under the road now? Could they wait if they were alive? I choked on panic as thick as the dust. I had to get out. I had to know. They had to be alive. Gasping, pulse pounding, I pushed against the roof above me and felt something deep inside me change. Cold fire ran through my bones. I shrieked, and my next breath filled me with the whole world. Tearing through the crushed roof of my car, I heaved aside the chunk of roadway above my head as easily as clearing cheap drywall, stood, blinking at the disaster around me, and saw what had saved me. I'd slid into a huge, earth-moving machine traveling in the next lane, and it shielded me. Around us, cars had fallen with the span and lay broken among shattered chunks of road and twisted steel frame. Dust-clogged air carried the smell of spilled oil and gas, the first bite of burning rubber. A white sedan screeched to a sliding stop at the north end of the broken bridge. The world went far, far away as I looked at my shaking hands, unable to believe what I'd just done. Oh, God. Oh, God. I pushed the screaming panic down. Okay, deal now, freak later. I started digging. I started behind the earth mover, pushing broken roadway back as easily as wading into fallen leaves till I found the Munchkin's car. They were there, but not alive, and I crawled out of the hole before vomiting into the dust. After that, I focused on what I could do, scrambling over the shattered chunks of road to check the passengers in the cars that had fallen between the wrecked spans. I ripped open one crumpled family van to gently remove a baby seat and its wailing occupant. Then I dug for more buried victims. Wherever there were cracks in the fallen overpass, I could actually see their body heat and hear them breathing, crying, screaming. I worked hard to ignore the awful details, tossing concrete slabs aside and pulling out anyone I thought I could move safely. A few I didn't do more than quickly examine. Very quickly. News footage of disasters and battles hadn't prepared me for an up-close view of what tons of falling concrete could do to flesh and bone, and I tried not to think. I barely heard the wailing sirens and the air-beating percussion of the police and news helicopters. Only when the capes arrived, moving me out of the way to get to work themselves, did I begin to take stock of myself. I hadn't broken a single nail, but cement dust and spattered engine oil covered my coat, hair, and face, mixed into a black grime. My tights were in no better shape, and my boots weren't touching the ground. The concrete slab I'd been standing on had shifted lower while I took stock, but I hadn't. I stood a few inches above the unstable surface. I looked around, carefully stepping down. Nobody seemed to notice. Breakthrough, I thought. I'm a breakthrough. I realized I was laughing like a loon and cut it off quick. Atlas found me there, atop the ridge of rubble. His dirtied costume and cement-dusted hair matched mine, but he still managed to look impossibly noble. "Atlas, ma'am," he said with that famous Texas drawl, as if the whole world didn't know him. I know. I mean, I shook my head. Hope. Hope Corrigan.